it's come and it's bringing the consistency here for Gholdengo with that ability that it has to seek out those evolution Pokemon. It has added so much to this deck because the faster you can get into coin bonus and draw those cards, the faster you're going to carry out your strategy that is aggressive. It's fast paced and it's ready to take things down here. We're going to see how it faces off against Dragapult EX that likes to take those slower turns. It likes to, you know, Badoo lock, see where it can go and build up stronger than its opponent.
Well, I'm just looking at these lists and seeing what Daigo has decided is most important. There are some very interesting lines that we see here. This is a nod to old school deck building with the pyramid lines of a 3-2-1 Dusknor line, and then a 4-4-2 of the Dragapult. Very consistent, wants to see all of these resources have a chance to set up a very massive board. One-of copies do include Blood Moon Ursaluna, which we see in the prize cards, but as far as the other choices, you should still see a fair amount of things to build up on.
All right, well, yeah, looking at these prize cards, there's nothing too crazy in there. 2 superior energy retrieval sitting at the bottom there for Piper, but, you know, that's kind of a later game card as well that we're going to draw into and have potentially at the right moments for Piper. So it's pretty cool. Love to see that jumbo Blood Moon Ursaluna on the notebook there. I mean, that is just so cute. Both these players, they seem focused. They're locked in. The pressure is on. They're on stream. In this match, jumping into our Swiss round 10 here at the World Championships. Piper Lapine versus Daigo Yoshihara, and it's going to be epic. Starting with that Gimme Ghoul, it's just going to be a Monkey Dory Dark Energy attached pass over to Daigo.
Time certainly is money for Piper. You see immediately eyeing up how much time you have here. 50 minutes to get the job done. This is not the greatest hand to do it. And we did see an interesting card in that hand. There's a rare candy.
Rare candy. All right. Well, let's see what Daigo is going to have on this other side. Buddy Buddy Poffin. Fantastic here. What we want to see to bring out these Pokemon. This is Dragapult EX. You have lots of basics, especially in this deck, too. I mean, you see the usual suspects here as I'm looking through the list. Is there anything in there that you see that is different, I guess, Kyle, from normal Dragapult builds, or that is a little spicy?
I don't know what to call normal anymore, as we've seen players really eyeing up a bunch of different cards that can slow down matchups. The Maractus, the Ethan Sudowoodo, anything that could maybe be thrown in to buy some time, those cards aren't here this time around. Daigo has really honed in on the consistency. 2 copies of Badoo, as you typically see, but other than that, it's just a really consistent line of cards to build up Recon Directive and use one of the best attacks in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's truly all you need with Dragapult EX sometimes. Keeping it simple might be the key to unlock its full potential here. Dracloak, of course, a big part of that with its Recon Directive, that you can, you know, get these cards, supply them to your hands, and get rolling with your strategy as you try to kind of stall your opponent a little bit with some Badoo locking and setup, because Phantom Dive, like you said, Kyle, one of the most powerful moves in the game. Not only do you get to hit an incredible amount of damage, but you also get to spread that damage around onto your opponent's field too. And that could be pretty tricky for the Gholdengo player, because a lot of Pokemon come out on that side of the field too. I mean, the Monkey Dory is already there with the Dark Energy attached on Piper's side.
Yeah, this is a lovely setup here from Daigo as well. Has the Brock Scouting, just search out a few more of these Pokemon, add them to what you're looking for, have that consistency of the Latios to move these Pokemon around, lock in that Badoo early and often so that you can buy some time here. And it leads to drawing into some more of these resources that I'd love to speak on. We see 2 copies of Jamming Tower in this list, which is an excellent card. As we know, Air Balloon is one of the most prominent resources on the other side from Piper.
Yeah, huge inclusion for the Gholdengo deck, allowing for that retreat. But on the other side for Daigo, Latios EX with that Skyliner ability, allowing for the retreat of the basic Pokemon. I mean, it's kind of the opposite here. And Jamming Tower, I know, is one of your favorites as well, Kyle. Could definitely come into play. Over on the other side, the items are locked, thanks to Itchy Pollen here from Badoo, and Piper is going to have to deal with that here. Cypher Maniacs, Code Breaking, choosing these cards out of the deck, and then are going to be placed to the top of the deck. This is great for this for this deck when you get to draw into those cards off your coin bonus, either in the active position or on the bench. But right now, I haven't really seen the rest of the hand here for Piper.
Yeah, you know, you start to get a little nervous when you see the Cypher Maniacs code breaking and nothing else. If the Gholdengo is not already there, this is just stacking and trying to move on to the next turn.
Well, I mean, I feel like I would assume Gholdengo's in hand, right? And then we just draw into that, or you, yeah, I mean, you could.
Would really hope.
You just gear up for the next turn. Oh my gosh.
Boom.
Oh no.
Boom.
Oh no.
Yeah, this hand is not great. There's not much else happening here. It is a Gholdengo to the top. Thankfully, you see Badoo there, so there's a chance that you aren't threatened, but there's an attack on the other side. If you use your Dracloak and attack for 70 with the Dragon Headbutt, you're just knocking out the lone Gimme Goal in play. We see a Hilda for the energy. Oh boy, this is bad news. This is the one time you can just be aggressive.
I'm actually scared here. Yeah, you can go either way with this deck. It has the adaptability there. The Hilda has been a new supporter as well, added in from White Flare to seek out an evolution Pokemon and an energy card. That has actually unlocked a lot here. It's almost like a different version of Arven, but it gets you that energy needed, and that is a resource that is so crucial in Dragapult EX, specifically because it does require that fire energy and the psychic energy, or something like Luminous or whatever, but that is not a problem here with the supporter card supporting you, and that's the Dracloak coming out here, as well as that psychic energy now into the Recon Directive.
Well, better lucky and good, we'll say, for Daigo, as the other psychic energy was in the prize cards. Doesn't even need that this time around. Luminous energy, knockout on the Gimme Goal. It is Monkey Dory with a top deck of Gholdengo. Uh-oh.
My gosh. I mean, it's not even the top deck because it was already put there, right? But it's, I mean, I guess the top deck that was expected. And then Daigo also getting a Luminous energy off of the prize cards too. I mean, that is huge there. But Piper Lapine trying to go in here with this Arven, search something out. And I mean, yeah, we were talking about the speediest hands here in the game. Piper's definitely one of those players. You could see how quickly she's playing. You still have to play clean and make sure you're carrying out your correct strategies, of course, but she's going to play strong and fast here to see where we can get with this game, trying to stabilize these Gimme Ghoul on the field.
I mean, from Daigo, not much else of a setup. It was try to set up Recon Directive, take this knockout, have some draw for a future turn. But this is a powerful situation to be in. With the lone Buddy Puff in here, you see the two Gimme Ghoul in play, but this leads to a situation. If you can use the Hawlucha, target down these two Pokemon, Boss's orders bring this up. If there is a Dragapult, you are knocking out both of these cards right here, right now.
Oh, yeah, that would just be debilitating here. And Dragapult EX has that ability to do. I mean, it's just an incredibly powerful card here. We're going to have to see where Daigo's able to go with this turn. Piper now ending the turn back over to Daigo. We're starting with that Recon Directive. This is where you draw these two. One goes to the bottom, one goes into your hand. So you do have to make some difficult decisions sometimes, but at least it's not like Lost Box was where you're discarding cards or anything like that. So one to the hand. Looked like it was a difficult decision, but we've netted a card.
The goal has to be the Dragapult in combination with Hawlucha. Boss's Orders is a nice addition. It basically closes the game out immediately if you have that. Monkey Dory, however, will do the job. With that 10 damage on the Badoo, you can move that over to the Gimme Ghoul, remove that from play. Boss's Orders won't happen because of this research. However, you're still removing two prominent targets here.
Exactly, and yeah, who even needs the Hawlucha at this point? You're taking two targets out, you're leaving Piper with just a difficult board, and you're taking those prize cards, which is how you take the game here. So you see Adrenabrain unlocked from the Luminous energy that was drawn off the prize cards from Daigo in that last turn. That is what's unlocking that damage to be spread, and now we see the Phantom Dive here from the Dragapult EX, taking that knockout on the Monkey Dory and the knockout on the Gimme Ghoul as well, with the 60 from the Phantom Dive, that one extra for perfect math on that Gimme Ghoul, unfortunately there. Now we still have one. It's alive. It is able to be evolved into a Gholdengo, but is it too little too late, Kyle? What do you think?
Well, Pink cards do a lot of wonder here. We know the Gholdengo is waiting in the hand to evolve. Cypher Maniac's code breaking to search out a few more resources. Now you just have to make sure that the math all lines up. As you find one of each copy of basic energy remaining in your deck, 2 others are still in the hand. If the resources are there, you can find the key number 7 to take a knockout and deal 350 damage to this Dragapult. Maybe buy yourself a little more time as things slow down.
Isn't that crazy how much you actually have to do? Because this Dragapult is just ginormous, 320 HP. I mean, it is big.
And look, it requires not only an Energy Search Pro, but also an Earthen Vessel, because she needs to search out the metal energy to have it to draw to attack with, and then the other metal energy to get the full effect of the Energy Search Pro.
Yeah, which is, I mean, a little bit difficult. We're losing a rare candy to that, but you have to get this. You need to make this step to get all of these energy out to be able to take a big knockout. So we're seeing that happen here. Earthen Vessel, discarding that rare candy, Energy Search Pro as the ace spec, only pretty much used in Gholdengo at this point. It's got the rainbow of energy, the giant array here, and it is being used to take some massive knockouts here. I'm wondering what else, though, can we even do? Are we going to get some other Pokemon down? What's going on here, Kyle?
All right, stop being greedy, okay? We just knocked out a Dragapult on the other side in one fell swoop. You can't set up anything else from here, but it's okay. Double superior energy retrieval found. Another knockout of a major target is online for the following turn. Maybe Boss's Orders could take out a Latias, or even target down a Pokemon like a Lone Dracloak here if you want to change the pace, go for the single prize, and limit your opponent's attacks.
Yeah, I mean, you're back in the game here for if you're Piper Lapine, but there's still some more work to be done. And Daigo, on the other hand, I think why I'm just like, yo, we need to prepare, we need to set up, because Dragapult is so scary. It has so much potential to do these things. I mean, we already have that Dreepy out. Depending on what's in Daigo's hand, this could be also a crazy turn potentially as well. Duskull is out. The Monkey Dory's already down for some damage too, but I mean, yeah, it's 3 prize cards for Daigo left to take, and Piper at 4.
Boo, what do you think about Mind Bend in a situation like this?
Yo, just some confusion. I mean, honestly,
it doesn't feel great to attach anywhere else other than Dreepy, but honestly, with your ace spec of choice of the Neo Upper energy, there's always a chance to bring that attack off in one fell swoop. Have the Dracloak now lined up so you can continue to draw, and maybe that confusion buys you the additional turns that Badoo was unable to do. It just depends, though, because confusion would be nice. However, Badoo locks out a bunch of energies, and you know the only way those come back is the superior energy retrieval.
Yes, exactly, which, I mean, should have been drawn already for Piper off those prize cards as well. So, yeah, that's a tricky one. We're going to have to see where Daigo goes with it. Ultra Ball discarding a Dracloak as well as a counter catcher into this flip the script as well. Or we already flipped the script, but Ultra Ball bringing out this Dusclops onto the field too for Daigo.
Yeah, and this helps lean more towards a Badoo play. It's safer to have an opportunity to slow down. Even though you're not dealing the damage into the Gholdengo due to the resistance, you have a Dusknoir to follow up. Dusknoir in combination with the Dragapult would be enough to remove this lone Pokemon. And without items, how do you find the additional help? It is cards like Artisan, but is that enough? Oh, here's the surprise. It's not great right now, though. There's a Togepi in hand.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, there's a Togekiss there in the deck as we just revealed, but that's it. That's the game here.
Yep, there it is. There's a Blood Moon Ursaluna in combination with the Dusclops. That would get the knockout on the Gholdengo, and we're moving quick. Time is money.
Time is money. I guess Piper is seeing that on the other side of the field too, because Daigo is working swiftly in this match and has
looking like $1 million over there.
Absolutely. Yeah, but no coin bonus on that side, so
who needs it?
Doesn't need the bonus. It's in the paycheck already, I guess. Oh, let's go. Yeah, Daigo, I mean, played that just flawlessly. It looked effortless from Daigo's position there. You know, we saw some potential for some funky plays here, but Daigo just stayed focused. I got Blood Moon Ursaluna to close things out for that game, and I'm just going to keep up with my position. And yeah, Piper wasn't able to respond to that. It did start rough Like, look at this. From the beginning, the Monkey Dory was kind of the lone monkey. Daigo was just annihilating these Gimmighoul's off of the fields. We barely got into Gholdengo. It was epic to see all of this energy lined up with the Earthen Vessel, the Energy Search Pro to get that huge knockout on the 320 HP Dragapult EX. The reveal of the Togekiss right at the end, but Daigo just had it here with the Blood Moon Ursaluna at the energy attached here, the free retreat into that win, knocking out that Gholdengo EX on Piper's side, taking the win here in our first game in Swiss round 10. Now we're gonna have to see how this second round goes between these players. I wanna see a much stronger setup for our Gholdengo player, Piper.
Well, that is the benefit of choosing who goes first and second after a loss. We saw that Daigo selected to go second, and that led to a phenomenal setup, that opening Itchy Pollen, accelerating those energies onto the board, having multiple Dreepy to work in combination with and draw more resources. For Piper, it was just attach pass, and you can't do much with that, so now fortunes will flip over. Piper could see those early resources, and if you have that opening Buddy Puffin, Gholdengo just gets that much better.
We're talking about coin bonus, we're talking about fortunes, Kyle. What about the fortune of taking some extra prize cards, huh?
You know, that was the tricky thing. Time is money, and this is how you recoup in this situation.
Yes.
You can steal some additional prize cards if things work out. You know that's in the back of her mind. If you have a full setup, it's very easy to burn all of your resources. Well, at least bring them out of the deck. You pull them with the Energy Search Pro. You see Genesect pull all of the Gholdengo. You're just drawing all your cards, and then what's left in your deck? Might as well just be Togepi, Rare Candy, Togekiss.
Exactly.
And you can help steal free prize cards if luck is on your side.
If luck is on your side, will the light shine down here on Piper in this match coming up? Or will Daigo be able to close things out with a 2-0 victory in our Swiss round 10? Get those championship points here and churn toward our top cut. That is going to be the question in this match going forward here between these players. Two young guns ready to face off once again. Two powerful decks, Gholdengo, Dragapult EX. It's going to be epic. Don't go anywhere because we are starting right now, Swiss round 10, game 2 between these players. It's going to start a little differently this time. Over on Piper's side, Genesect EX is our starting Pokemon. Daigo with a Duskull in the starting position, and Daigo's going to be going first this time. This is what you said. Piper opting to go second here now.
Oh, yes, that's where you want to be. We saw Arven in the opening hand, which is nice. Air Balloon, Buddy Puffin. You'll have some help, but when you top deck another Buddy, oh yeah, that is a full setup.
Oh my gosh,
unless you prize a Gimmighoul. And the odds of finding the Buddy was
that's what I'm saying. Like,
ridiculous there.
Well, I mean, I guess if we're talking about the light shining down, so far it's working. The odds were slim with the Buddy Puffin, but at least we're going to get these two Gimmighoul out onto the field for Piper.
Hey, I mean, you know what that means. If Arven did want to go for another Buddy, we could see Togepi early. And Togekiss is in hand. I mean, I'm just saying, we're not that far off.
I love it. Kyle, we want this to happen so much. We're trying to make fetch happen right now.
Where's our little buddy? Yeah,
where's our little buddy? But it's just going to be some Gimmighoul down. Right now, Air Balloon's going to aid in getting that free retreat for this Genesect EX to jump out of this position now, as this Gimmighoul is going to search out 2 energy from the deck with its minor errand running. It's just going on a little errand run.
Yeah, I must have broken a cardinal rule. I wore pink on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate.
That's tragic. Well, Piper here, that's going to end the turn after that minor errand running there for Piper. Daigo's going to start us off here after the quick shuffle.
Well, this is what you need to see. The fire energy is not fun, but what it leads to, and finding these additional energies, pulling energies you have multiple copies of, is very important for Piper. So you see, it could just be anything. The lightning energy, that is one that we see 2 copies of, because there is that inclusion of the Lavencia.
Oh yeah, love that stadium here. It's coming in clutch for more than just lightning decks there. That's great to see. Daigo going through this turn here. On the initial turn, the Duskull was starting. We had the Dreepy down with a Psychic Energy already attached. Now we have the evolution for it, for this Dracloak. We saw the Recon Directive already. Let's take a look at those prize cards for Daigo.
I mean, there's not a lot that you play one of in this list with all of the consistency, but unluckily you found the Blood Moon Ursaluna and the Dusknoir there. Suppose with the Blood Moon, the positioning of it could work out fairly well in the prize exchange. Find it at the last second when you need to remove that final Gholdengo from play, but Dusknoir could be a pretty important piece.
Well, I mean, what I don't see in there, I guess, is these cards like Buddy Buddy Poffin to at least establish these initial turns here. Get your Badoo out, get your Pokemon out, and start going with that, because as much as you can slow down a Gholdengo, you want to do so. I mean, I guess this time is money thing, it's coming up in all sorts of ways, Kyle.
There's a lot of ways that we could see this. As this
Piper's writing the script for us, honestly.
Well, Togepi did not find its way onto the board, but you know, you don't need to show that off here. This is a spot where the consistency will probably get you far in taking these early knockouts, putting the pressure on Daigo that he did not feel previously. You have an answer to the Badoo. It's just that Metal Energy, discard the Lightning, and play down the Gholdengo. From there, it's on Daigo to have response after response while still building up a board state.
What do you think about this Genesect EX being in play? You know, this is a card that aids Gholdengo so much here, but it does also have the potential to be taken advantage of by Daigo. Wow, we see a lot of cards going down.
Well, this would have been a play that you need to lean on if you see aggression on the other side. You could include the counter catcher along with the jamming tower, lock this Pokemon out, and hopefully buy yourself a little time. Piper does have some resources, the Artisan, Lavencia, even a copy of Tool Scrapper if you want to remove some other things. We've seen a lot of interesting ways to tech out your deck and have answers.
Well, the answers are definitely here for Daigo. So many Pokemon hit the field here. We saw a huge Professor's Research. A lot of resources went down, but it got us this board now. We have 2 Duskull, 2 Dreepy, 1 Dracloak that was already out, and the Badoo is now Itchy Pollen into this item lock for Piper. Piper, on the other hand, using that Genesect EX. We didn't see it in the last game. It's here now with the Metallic Signal to Metallic Call out these Metal Gholdengo.
What do you think that sounds like?
Boing. I don't know.
Boing.
I don't know, bro. I was trying to think like, what else would it sound like?
I don't know. Toot, 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 toot. It could be anything.
Dong.
Sound the dong and sound the alarm.
I guess I'm just like imagining. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true. I don't know. I feel
Either way, it leads to a pretty great setup. Boss's orders onto the Dracloak. There's 2 energies there to go. Wow.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, the tides have turned. I guess the Metallic Signal, it opened the fridge. It brought out the Swiss cheese here. The Gholdengo EX are on the field. They're drawing cards and they're taking knockouts. That Dracloak has gone down. That's a prize card there for Piper. Daigo re-promoting this Badoo now into an Iono. So adding some new cards to the hand after that shuffle up and put to the bottom of the last hand.
Yeah, Recon Directive found again. Is there a way to move this Pokemon? If you have the counter catcher, that would be a great way to bring up that Genesect, lock it out, and buy some more time. We don't see that. Still, there is pressure on Piper to draw into the basic energies. We know there's so many copies of items that can help out here, but you just see those over and over again. You're not going to have the answer to attack.
Yeah, true. I guess you're just stacking them up in hand for later.
Yeah, eventually you will clear out your allergies. This will go away and you'll be fine.
Yes, yeah, we just need the allergy meds to kick in, I suppose. But yeah, the Jammy Tower now in play here as well from Daigo's side. Recon Directive, our second one for the turn here off the second Dracloak. Draw into some additional cards, and that's going to be it for the turn. Itchy Pollen into another 10 damage onto this Gholdengo. Moving up.
No 10. Got resistance.
You're right. There is no 10. Yeah. Yo, resisting the grass? That's wild. No 10 here. Just coin bonus all day long for Piper. Drawing into these cards. The coin bonus on the active position gets you an extra card, too. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards now.
You know,
plus a top deck, 5.
I was getting nervous. I see it again. The play is in hand. You can boss his orders and use 2 more energies to slow things down on Daigo's side. But when is enough? When do you feel comfortable doing another boss for another 2 energies and start worrying about the 11 copies of basic energy you have in your deck? Because you have to still clear out Badoos, and if there's just 3 of these back-to-back with Night Stretchers, you may not have energies to attack for the remainder of the game. So Piper will consider that as we move forward.
Yeah, that's the question, and that's exactly what we're looking at here. Taking these Pokemon out, but also not sticking yourself in an unwinnable position. And Daigo also has to analyze that. We see Pheasantipity come down here, as well as the Dragapult EX, the Fire Energy attached, the Professor's Research first, discarding another Badoo into a fresh 7 cards. I mean, woo! This is a lot of cards that Daigo's going to see on this turn.
And a nod from Daigo understands Piper's a great player and probably will not play into that situation. So second Badoo does not come into play. It's not ready to give up on the attacking strategy just yet as we see the Dragapult evolved this turn.
Yeah, can we have that aggression come back in here? So far only has that Fire Energy attached for Daigo. Had a fresh 7 cards to work with as we're going back into this turn here. Right, another Dreepy coming down.
This has been the target from Piper time and time again. Remove the draw engine, and the pressure was on. Daigo had to evolve into a Dragapult. If this was removed once more, he had no attacks for a long time. So if you have a chance to bring back the Dreepy and establish Recon Directive for the remainder of the game, maybe you're not reliant on Pheasantipity over and over again to see a hand.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, you need some hit points on the board, just a single energy that can lead to something in the future. But yeah, there's just 1 Dreepy in the prize card still as well for Daigo. And this is kind of an intricate matchup that this has turned into, Kyle. The Itchy Pollen with the lockdown on the item cards, Piper taking those opportunities now. But where do you think she goes from here? We're seeing the Cypher Maniacs code breaking line up some additional cards in that stadium and another Cypher Maniacs. But what are we building up in the hands? Like, what's going to be the pivotal turn to kind of turn the tides here in Piper's favor?
Well, this is my favorite part of the Cypher Maniacs code breaking is this specific situation. You've already used all of your abilities. This was on purpose because you want to stack the deck to be Iono-proof here. As you top deck into the right card, you'll have a Cypher Maniac for whatever you may need on the following turn. It's exactly where you need to be when you're eyeing up just 3 more prize cards to go to game 3.
The safety net has been established here, but there's really never a safety net. I feel like when you're playing against Dragapult, the Luminous Energy coming down on the Dragapult EX. We see that Dusclops come into play. Flip the script into 3 additional cards. Recon Directive for another one here. Daigo's flying through these cards. As now we have a fully charged up Dragapult EX.
Yeah, and that 10 damage that was onto the Gimme Ghoul actually paying off massive dividends here, as this could lead to a knockout on the active that has the only energies in play. However, we see the pivot, the counter catcher over onto the Genesect. Is there some other cards here to help out? Another copy of Jamming Tower, hold this Pokemon in check for a little while?
Yeah, I mean, that could be exactly what we're looking for. Just hold it in the active position, shut down its air balloon. But we did see the stadium as well was with the Cypher Maniacs code breaking from Piper too.
You know, that's why you think of everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, it's almost like they're pro players, Kyle. So wild here. Daigo, of course, analyzing all of this right now in his head as he goes through these turns. The Iono happened here. Dragapult EX, he's going to use this Phantom Dive. It's only 206 damage to the field over on Piper's side as well.
Yep, wants to place 5 on the Pokemon that already has energy in play. Make sure that it is just 1 more Dragapult away from a KO there. And there's still chances for even a knockout on this turn. However, Daigo could run the table with that Neo Upper Energy on the next turn.
Yeah, that is what we need to see here, but Piper is going to draw into these cards now. Coin bonus for 2 after the top deck as well. We see the Energy Search Pro, the A-Spec, coming out. Fighting Energy, Grass Energy, Metal Energy. It looks like that's all that's left even in the deck
Yeah,
here.
that's Energy Search mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's so late in the game now. So many of them are in the discard pile as we saw those knockouts back to back to back on those Dracloaks. Artisan as well being put out here.
Well, still a turn where you could find some helpful resources, superior energy retrieval, pull the rest of those energies back, and take a massive KO in this spot.
Oh, here we go again. I mean, this card is so cool. Lining up once again with these cards.
Boo, she's just doing all the right things. Once more, the Cypher Maniac, but you do this combination specifically. You only have one coin bonus remaining on the bench. You draw into the Superior, and then your top deck is another Cypher. This is the cleanest play, and it leads to
Look at that.
A knockout, an Iono-proof setup, and you just need to find one remaining KO to move into game 3. This is everything you want.
I know, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's not only helping your top deck, you still have those coin bonus to be able to utilize on the same turn here, and it's playing well. As we see Piper carry out this turn, we see the damage moved over onto that Dragapult EX. Enough energy to take the knockout there on the Dragapult. That's 2 prize cards, 1 prize card left remaining for Piper to take to tie this up and go into a game 3 between these players. And Daigo left with his Dracloak in the active position here. We talked about that aspect in the Neo upper, but oof, I mean, this is just rough spot to be in. Look at the difference in the prize card.
You haven't solved the problem. There's not a knockout anymore because the Dark Energy, instead of using it to discard and deal more damage, it goes to Monkey Dory and heals you and brings this Pokemon down to 290, taking the KO with only the 6 energies. Daigo still trying to mount a comeback here. You still have 320 hit points. It seemingly would be hard to reach those numbers if it weren't for the top card waiting on the deck.
Yes, exactly. The superior energy retrieval to just get a bunch of energy back right when you need it and take big knockouts. That's how Gholdengo works, you know? It takes down these big monster Pokemon like Dragapult EX. So Daigo trying everything, of course, possible to make this happen. You know, we're just under 20 minutes in our Swiss round 10 between these players, and it truly, if this goes to a game 3, it could go either way. So Daigo still churning through this turn. We're going to see an Iono here from him. That's going to bring Piper to just 1 card in hand. Limit her as much as possible.
Yeah, and holding on to Cypher Maniac's code breaking as the last piece there. And also to add on to that, with the Monkey Dory moving over the damage, taking that knockout, going down to a singular prize, there are no more Curse Blasts to incorporate here. So no knockout for this Pokemon. Just going to try to find the answers here with the code breaking. You can draw a few more resources. Is there another Gholdengo to grab onto? That'd be great fodder.
Yeah, great fodder indeed. Well, we see, yep, there's a couple Gholdengo in there, I suppose. Yeah, see you later. We just need some discards here. Cypher Maniac's code breaking. Here's the 2 cards being put at the top, drawn into superior energy retrieval, discarding these cards, getting these energy back out.
Time is money. Gotta move quick.
Oh, yeah, make sure we do this all good and it's enough energy here.
Yep. And we see that there's 3 energy. That is enough with the Monkey Dory. Move the damage over, down to 290, 300 for the KO. And Piper will see a game 3 here with a fair amount of time to get the job done.
Huge game win here for Piper Lapine, bringing us to a game 3 against Daigo. Put it together there in the end. I mean, you could just see the nerves are there. I mean, her hands are shaking, flashing these energy in this match. But, I mean, it's amounting to a win here. Like I said, it could truly go either way in this game 3 between these players. But you love to see it. It happened out the best way here for Piper. I think she stuck to a fantastic strategy. Let's take a look at that strategy right now. She was just removing those Dracloak back to back to back with these short-term energies, kind of just avoiding the fact that she's being locked by Badoo with these items the whole time, but didn't overextend it.
Yeah, spent a little time at math camp and it worked out. Take out multiple Dracloak, walk into the KO on the Badoo, and you're not worried about Itchy Pollen from that point forward. It's too slow for Daigo, has to start to move onto the aggressive spots and play into this. You take a risk. You try to find the jamming tower, slow down, force resources from Piper, attack into Genesect, it's weak to a Turo, it's weak to missing out on resources, but maybe you can incorporate a strategy that takes these 6 prizes off the board in a matter of 3 turns. If that's possible through those hit points, you're going to be up 2-0, moving on to round 11. Instead, Piper plays out of her mind flawlessly with the Cypher Maniac's code breaking, always making sure she had an answer, and that leads you to game 3.
I mean, this is one of the most difficult decks to play as far as resource tracking and resource management and sequencing. But she did it flawlessly. We're going into our next game between these players. Of course, starting off with a Genesect EX once again for Piper. Gonna start using that ability. Nice and easy here. Look at the prize cards. There's a lot of ways to search out basic Pokemon
That's
here.
like the best opening hand, but it's not,
true.
not awesome prize cards. Pretty useless when you're drawing into what resources you need to continue to deal 320 damage over and over again. So, and also not seeing those cards in the opener would be tough. However, we do see the Buddy Buddy on turn 1. The one thing that Daigo was hoping to avoid.
Yeah, but we found it once again. The odds here were limited because of those basic searches, but Buddy Buddy is going to do just that for Piper. And we see those Gimme Ghoul come down here onto the bench. The air balloon, once again, applied to that Genesect EX to allow it to pivot out of that active position, but continue to Metallic Signal for more Gholdengo. And we're just a couple steps away now here for Piper, leading into those coin bonuses and that really dangerous board state that she kind of just mounts against Daigo. And then let's see on this side if Daigo even has a little bit of a falter in this initial setup. It could be truly kind of rough.
This might be the biggest one. This is your opening supporter on turn 1, going second. You're searching out an energy and an evolution with a Duskull in play.
Is it just because the hand is so stacked? What do you think?
I'm a little nervous. I don't think it works that way typically.
Yeah, it doesn't usually. I'm hoping for the best here. Looking at the prize cards, a lot of Pokemon stuck in there for Daigo. But yeah, I mean, this evolution Pokemon and an energy, and Daigo is looking through the prize cards, or sorry, not the prize cards, looking through the deck to map out what is in the prize cards as well.
Well, Piper left her options open with the Genesect search, finding the non-EX version of Gholdengo. Strike it rich, as long as you find a Metal Energy, could knock out the lone basic Pokemon here without having to search out those additional resources. We didn't see, I think we only saw 1 basic energy in hand to work with, and it's not the Metal yet, but just having an immediate response to a Badoo, or even knocking out the Duskull if it's that evolution that turn, would be great to see.
Yeah, that would be awesome for sure. Daigo's still working through this deck search here off of this Hilda, going through, and I mean, there's a lot of stakes on the line here for both of these players, so everything has to be thought about 10 times as much
Searching out
as before.
Dragapult?
What is his hand, yo? Like, what is going on here? Dragapult EX and the Fire Energy sought out of the deck from Daigo. It's any evolution Pokemon.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
does that mean we just are stacked with Jacloaks? Like,
well, until I see a Dreepy.
I'm scared.
I am very nervous on this side. There is Ultra Ball.
Okay.
So maybe it is simply to discard this Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess discarding those 2 evolution. The Dusclops, Dragapult EX going down just to be able to Ultra Ball here. I mean, that is rough, but you need it. You need this Dreepy out. It is so important. You saw how Piper was able to just boss's orders, knockout, boss's orders, knockout, and then you're kind of stuck in this position where, well, what resources do I have left? Oh no.
Yep. Yeah, when your only draw engine and attacking line is being knocked out in the same exact card of boss's orders.
And there's another Dreepy in the prize cards and one of the Badoo as well, too, in the prizes for Daigo. So it's like just the same as it was before with one of those Dreepies stuck in the prizes. At least it's at the bottom now for Daigo, but I mean, this is just so risky. Having just this poor little Dreepy, it gets the Fire Energy, but now Piper can really walk away with this turn here, as we're going to see these Gholdengo EX fly out of the deck thanks to that metallic signal from the Genesect.
Boo, there's already a boss's orders in hand.
Let's go.
Basic energy to go along with this. If a Gholdengo finds Energy Search Pro or Earthen Vessel, that is a bye-bye Dreepy situation. You have a few ways to draw into this. Use a coin bonus on the bench and try to find it, and then retreat into your other one. Find 2 more resources. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking is going to be used to take this, so we won't see the knockout on the Dreepy this turn, but honestly, the pressure of taking out Duskull and taking prize cards should be enough when you only have 11 minutes remaining.
Exactly. The time is ticking down here. Earthen Vessel to just throw away that little Gholdengo there to get these energy out of the deck here now. And I mean, it's just, you kind of see how fun this deck is to play. Of course, Piper's so focused right now. It's so much is on the line, but it is truly fun. You know, you are, like you said, Kyle, legally stacking your deck here to draw into whatever cards you need. It's like kind of a quick search, but better in some ways, as you just draw into these cards and you're able to take the knockouts where you need. This time it is going to be on the Duskull, which is going to at least give Daigo the chance to evolve into this Dracloak now and Recon Directive. That could be our saving grace here for Daigo to just set something up. It's the buddy poppin'.
Yeah, if you wanted to slow down and try to stall, Jamming Tower was the other option, but I think you need to set up at this point, buddy, to see those basic Pokemon that were so sorely missed on the opening turn here for Daigo. Now they start to come up to the top. We see Budew. Could buy you a little bit of time. We know there is a metal energy, but that's a precious resource. If that's discarded and the Budew line stays doing its job with the Itchy Pollens, you could see Counter Catcher onto a Gholdengo, and maybe it doesn't attack for a few turns.
I would just get nervous just relying that Budew can hold, though it is nerve-wracking here, but you got to do what you got to do, and that Budew is doing it well. Itchy Pollen, lock those item cards, the resistance to stop that grass attack into the Gholdengo EX, but still, item lock is online now. Here, Piper still has access to the supporter we've seen time and time again, the Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking.
And look at that, sees that you only need to draw into 1 resource here, so wait until you have 1 coin bonus remaining. Cypher Maniacs, find whatever basic energy is your flavor of the week, and then the other one is your Cypher Maniac for the following turn. You take the knockout along with the energy attachment of the metal, and you clean up this Budew, put a lot of pressure on. And oh, it looks like you could even do that with the air balloon if you want to keep some energies out of play.
Yeah, exactly. And then you also are able to pivot in the future as well with this air balloon as the tool card. We see that energy discarded, taking out that Budew. Now that's another prize card down here for Piper. The first 2, and Daigo is put in this position again, just having to struggle to maintain here in the Swiss round 10.
Yeah, this is a lot to come back from. Only 9 minutes remaining. You're staring down a Gholdengo that could likely knock you out if you don't have any item locking in place. Down already a Budew in the prize cards and in the discard pile. It is a pass of the turn.
That's it. The pass over back to Piper. Piper loves it. Here we see the hands flying, the cards flying, the coin bonus once again here. And that's, I mean, look at this. Superior energy retrieval, discarding these buddy poppin', getting this energy back out. And this is all you need. Take these knockouts. Boss's orders now to target down that Dracloak as well. That's putting even more resistance in the way for Daigo to have those answers to be able to even get into any sort of a draw or attack or anything. And that's another prize card down. Now we're sitting at 3 prize cards left to take for Piper Lapine. And Daigo, on the other hand, still, once again, just trying to stabilize here with a buddy poppin'. But I'm telling you, Kyle, it just feels rough right now.
Yeah, I mean, how do you come back from this? You've already given up so many prize cards. Half of your deck is based around giving prize cards to your opponents to make the math work out perfectly in your favor. Dealing these Curse Blasts, using Iono, slowing them down, and you can't do any of that here. She's got a perfect engine to draw out of any of those situations, and you can't give up those prize cards. And even if you do deal a relevant amount of damage, Monkey Dory is a dark energy away from pushing that back over to the other side.
Yeah, that's the other scary part too. There's like every trick in the book here and all the access given to Piper. We haven't even seen the Token Kiss either. Like no need for it, at least at this point, with the dominance Piper is showing us so far here. We are gonna see the Iono from Daigo. That's an option here to try to limit as much as possible. Also get some fresh cards to the hand too. Of course, sitting still at full prize cards.
Oh, I mean, 7 minutes, season night stretcher. Is there time for Badoo? You also would need an energy to move this Pokemon from the active spot. You're just asking so much, but all the resources are flying through. Itchy Pollen back in place. It's got to be some incredible draws here from Daigo over the next few turns.
Incredible indeed. That's what's needed at this point in time. We see the Itchy Paw unlocking the item cards, the coin bonus already utilized, another metallic signal to bring out this Gholdengo back from the deck here after that Iono that happened for Piper. So yeah, we're still flying here. Daigo trying to put up as much of a wall as possible, locking these items and trying to slow things down. But Piper still has so much to do here with these coin bonus turns.
Yep, see plenty of resources. Try to draw into the right supporter to line yourself up, and there is a Cypher Maniac found. Are you kidding me?
The perfect one, the chain of the Cypher Maniacs. It's like there's more than 4 of them in the deck, I swear, but no, they're just coming back and back again to line up these cards for Piper. Exactly what you need every turn. Doesn't that sound great, Kyle?
It lines up so beautifully. We see the Energy Search Pro also found there. If the energies exist as we know they do, you'll have plenty to try to take the remaining 2 prize cards here, which may be 1 as we see Duskull promoted, and this is the risk you have to take. Bring this Pokemon into the mix, use a Curse Blast, try to sneak in something like Blood Moon Ursaluna in this spot, and just clear this Pokemon and hope to not see anything else soon.
Yeah, hope that your opponent hasn't managed things well enough, that maybe they slipped up here and you can somehow capitalize on that, make a comeback. Daigo's going to do everything possible, starting off with these recon directives to get some cards into the hand.
Yep, force a 7 prize game, put a massive Pokemon in the active spot. If the cards are there, surely you have to try something at this point. Genesect, Jamming Tower, Air Balloon. You see what we're going for as Daigo.
Yeah, I mean, the Jamming Tower shutting off that Air Balloon, allowing for the Genesect EX to usually retreat, but nope, not this time around, unless that stadium, of course, can be bumped. We're going to see the Professor's Research as well from Daigo, drawn to these fresh 7 cards, discarding a couple Pokemon there.
For Piper, you see immediately as soon as a supporter's played that isn't named Iono, you take a look at your hand and go, "Ooh, I get to keep all of these resources."
Let's
are they enough?
Look. Yes, exactly. Are they enough? And can I get there? That is the question. But Daigo also trying to just hold on here as well. This is rough. And also, for every resource that's played, that's a resource gone for Daigo, too. There's a big discard pile over there that these resources are usually you're trying to use them on the aggressive angle. You don't want to have to be playing defensively where each resource that you lose is just more that you have to set up in the later game when you're already on the back foot. But now Daigo's put into this position. We do now have 2 Dracloak here. We have the Luminous Energy. You can see what's going on, trying to hold on to this match here. But Piper Lapine, once again, slamming down that Cypher Maniac's code breaking. That's a fresh 2 cards here for her, whatever she wants out of the deck.
Yeah, the pressure is on as far as the clock in Piper's mind. She knows she's only 2 prize cards away, but you'd love to be down to just 1 prize remaining before time is called. Gives you a little more wiggle room if you aren't able to establish that big knockout, if you don't have boss's orders and have to work through 320 hit points. So understandably flying through here. We see the Lavencia, see the energies flying into the hand here too now.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we need to see. The stadium bump, the air balloon unlocked once again. The Gholdengo promoted into the active. Energy discarded to take the knockout on that Duskull. We're in that position now, Kyle. 1 prize card left to take here for Piper Lapine to take the win in Swiss round 10. And Daigo, unfortunately, is just left with these 2 Dracloak, 1 Luminous Energy on the board. And it looks like it's Piper's game to take at this point.
Yep, the promotion happened, still plenty of time. 2.5 minutes here, so Piper likely will still see a few more turns to take that single prize. For Daigo, you need to have the highest hit points in the active spot. Try to just attack in. The math is in your favor if you don't have to deal with Monkey Dory dealing 200 damage and then 60 to a Gholdengo, boss's orders or counter catcher, and remove both those Pokemon at the same time. If you target down where both of the metal energies are, then maybe there's a situation where Piper doesn't have all of the resources, but you think under item lock, it would be pretty hard to stop her.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's what this deck is built for, just pulling out all the stops right at the correct moments, and that's a tough position to be in when you're facing off against it in this late game. So, yeah, I mean, Daigo's going to do everything here, you know, trying to think through all the possibilities, taking a look through the discard pile. Dragapult EX being eyed up in there, already been discarded before.
Need to consider, is this a spot where you can attack through and take these prize cards, or with a minute remaining, are you switching the pace? Are you going over to a Badoo strategy, locking up a Pokemon, maybe bringing up Monkey Dory, or if you have another Jamming Tower, you can try again on the Genesect. It's just, when is enough enough? When do you have to just start attacking through?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough here. The Night Stretcher bringing back that Dragapult EX. We saw the A-Spec energy come down onto that active. Now Dragapult EX after that evolution from it coming back. And that's the hit points we needed. Here's the Iono as well to limit as much as possible. You see Daigo's logic here. Let's just hope for the best and see if Piper's able to come up with the answers, or if we're able to buy enough time, enough turns to maybe make a comeback here.
I mean, the attack has to happen right now at this point. 25 seconds remaining. You need to attack in, deal the other damage to the Gholdengo, then take both those Pokemon out at the same time.
20 seconds.
And with the final turn 3, you use the Blood Moon Ursaluna to take out a Genesect. It has to happen right now, though. You need to see Piper drawing that remaining card. But that's all for naught if she has the resources to close things out.
Exactly. I mean, that's where we need it to be, but now it's on Piper to see what we have here.
Energy Search Pro, searching out the remaining energies. Just a boss's orders away from closing things out, or if you can find enough energies to actually knock out the Dragapult, that will do it here too.
Well, it's 320 HP for that Dragapult EX to have to be battled through to take it down and take a win here for Piper. Can we get there, Kyle?
I mean, the math says you can use the Dark Energy on the Monkey Dory, protect the hit points of the Gholdengo. It won't matter. It's all about the top decks from here on out. Coin bonus for 2, along with 2 more coin bonuses. At any point, if you see the Superior, a way to search it out, or the boss's orders, you get there, and there's the Arven for the Superior Energy Retrieval. That will do just fine.
Arven, Superior Energy Retrieval. Discard these 2. Get these energy back out of the discard. That's enough for the map. Take out this Dragapult EX. Piper Lepide is now the winner of our Swiss Round 10 in that incredible matchup. Insane game here, but she played it flawlessly.